In this lesson, we're going to talk about the Extrude individual tool. So everyone, make sure you're in edit mode, and let's switch the tool over here, the Extrude tool, to Extrude individual. And from then, we're going to just rotate a little bit. We're going to work on the third side of our cube here, and the one facing towards the Y. So just click on this one. And what we're going to do is the same thing, just so you can kind of see the difference. Just extrude this out 3 times. So just pull that yellow lever, 1 potato, actually pushing it up 2, and 1 more. There we go. So we saw how the other tool, the extrude along normals, made this nice rim around. So when we click on all 3 of these, just shift click all 3 of those on yours. You don't have to get the bottom one. And the reason we're not getting the bottom one is because I want this to be flat. So it's really easy to 3D print for y'all. And so once you've got all 3 of those selected, you've got your extrude individual tool selected. Just click on that little yellow lever there and watch what happens. So this one's a little different. It does make a rim, but it's pushing these out based off of their individuals. So that's what it does. It just takes it and pushes it out in all directions. And this can be helpful for different things that you're trying to do, but just depends on the look that you're trying to go for. And now we're going to get into some crazier looks. Say we click on this face here and then just, barely push it out just a little tiny bit, and then hit S and scale that in, just so we've got some nice little quads here. And what I want you to do is just shift click on all 3 of those. So if we hit E, it's just going to extrude normally, like all together. So I don't want you to do that. So I'm just going to hit escape and undo. But since we have this extrude individual, it's going to treat these as individual extrusions. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So we can just do it like that. So you notice here, that's a good way to show it. If we push in, you can kind of see that there's a break or kind of a gap in between. So that already looks pretty cool, but I'm going to go the other way and just kind of push it out that way. And so you could get some nice, really, really cool seams that way if you wanted to, just kind of accentuate your geometry. You could also change your pivot points from median to individual origins. And that works really well with this. So now let's show you kind of what it does without. So say if I had left it on the normal, just median point and hit S, it's kind of scaling it all to the median point. So I'm just going to hit escape to get out of that. But if we drop it and change it to individual origins, so now we have individual origins and individual extrude. And now if I hit S and scale, notice it's just scaling around the individual origins, which has a pretty cool effect if you ask me. So maybe we just bring them in just a little bit, and that already looks pretty awesome. And then maybe we grab this one, maybe push it in, and then scale it, get 4 more quads. And let's grab these 4, just holding shift. And then let's grab our extrude individuals. And they're kind of overlapping and crossing over each other, so that looks kind of weird. But if we hit S and scale them down, we've got kind of like a little spaceship cavity or something. So that could be cool if you're like designing like a ship or something, or some kind of like, case or part. So already we've got some pretty cool effects with this extrude individual. So that's pretty much it for these tools. So really, if you just want to extrude individual elements at one time, or, turn on your individual origins up here for your pivot points, and that will work in tandem with this tool to do some really, really cool stuff. And so now what we're going to do is go into the next tool, which is only available if you have the latest Blender 2.9 alpha. If not, just sit back and enjoy the next video, and we're going to show you what this new tool that's coming out will do. So let's go ahead and jump into the next lesson.